guys, and welcome to the first video of FL Studio in 5 minutes. I'm your host, Astrobends. This next year, 2022, will mark my 20th year using FL Studio. I started using it way back in 2002 when it was still called Fruity Loops. That was version 3.5. So if I still call it Fruity Loops, that's why. Over the years, I've learned a lot of stuff, and now I want to teach you everything I know about making music. So I started this brand new channel. I'm not just going to teach you how to use the software. I'm going to teach you how to make songs from scratch. I'll show you how to add real instruments as well as explaining how to collab with other musicians. So I'm sorry if I go a bit quickly here. There's a whole lot to cover, so these videos will be in 5-minute installments. That way, if you leave, you don't have to scroll through a whole video trying to find your place again. The most important thing to me here is that you guys walk away from these videos not only able to make a song, but actually write one. In the future months, I'm going to be running a few contests to get your track featured on a compilation album that will go on Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, Amazon Music, TikTok, YouTube Music, etc. Be heard around the world, basically. I would love to grow this channel big enough to give away other awesome goodies, so please hit that like and subscribe button so we can do that. Anyways, let's get started. When you first open FL Studio, you might have other windows open, you might not. I close all of mine out for the purpose of this video, which is the most used windows in FL Studio and the very basics. As these videos progress, I'll start to cover more in depth about each thing and the multitude of options to select from. At the top here, you have a lot of different options, which we will be covering all of them in due time, like I just said. The most important thing here is the title and hint bar. If you place your cursor over any control, a short description of it will appear. The hint bar will also display the value of a wheel or slider during an adjustment. You have your transport and recording controls here. There's a button for pattern and song. You also have buttons for play, stop, and record. Over here, you have your shortcut icons. These will be the most used for you. Number 1, channel rack. This is your channel rack. It will house all the different drums and instruments you use in your pattern. A pattern can be anything from one instrument to several at a time. Each color bar represents a beat in one measure. Gray is 1, red is 2, 3, and 4, which corresponds with the metronome. You can left-click to place a note. You can right-click to erase. You can right-click the instrument and also click Cut, copy, or paste the pattern into a different instrument. Each instrument is indicated by the channel selector being lit green. To the left, we have our track mixer router number 1, 2, 3, and 4, a volume knob for each, panning for left or right, and track mute and solo buttons. 2. Browser. The file browser provides access to projects, samples, preset libraries, and VST plugins. It's pretty self-explanatory. 3. Piano roll. FL Studio's piano roll is a beast. This is where you'll write out all your notes for your instruments as well as a myriad of other options, which we will get into. You can left-click here to place a note as well as right-click to erase. 4. Playlist Arranger. This is where you'll place all your patterns and samples to write out your full song. You can left-click here and right-click to erase. Once you add some patterns, you can arrange them into a song, and then click the song button and then play. 5. The mixer. The number parts here correspond to a track in the mixer. Even if you don't select a track, it'll still be routed through the master track. You have volume knobs, as well as panning for left and right. You also have track properties with a small little EQ down here. Over here, you have an effects rack. There's so much to show you guys, but with that, I'm out of time, so see you next time.